welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. I know for a lot of you, exams are coming up next week. The exam period is starting next week. And so a lot of us are very anxious, and you might be thinking, oh my God, I know nothing, I'm not going to do well. But I want you to calm yourselves down and ask yourself these two questions. Have you been going to class? Have you been working in your Spanish lessons? And if your answer is yes to both of these questions, relax, okay? You have to trust the process. It's all stored in there, okay? It's all stored in your memory, and it might feel as though you don't remember anything, and that may make you feel a bit panicky, but relax, trust that you've got it in there, and it will come out when you need it, okay? That being said, we're going to be looking at theme 1, the topic of marriage, and we're going to do it as I normally do, los verbos, los sustantivos y los adjetivos y algunas expresiones en español, okay? And this is roughly based on AQA Spanish, okay? Spanish GCSE. Right, okay. So when you're doing this topic, the very, very basic, the very, very minimum that you need to make sure you know is all of your family members. You know how to use those. You know the expressions with estar. So for example, estar casado, estar soltero, and all of these expressions. And when to use ser and estar. Revise that, and you're going to be okay. So we're going to go over marriage, and we're going to start with the section of adjective. Now, with your adjectives, it's useful for all the topics, okay? Because you're going to use adjectives to describe people all the time in situations, okay? So, the first word we have here is harto, which means estar harto, to be fed up. Estoy harta, I'm fed up. Obviously I'm female, so I'd put an A instead of an O. Estoy harta de todo, I'm fed up of everything, harta, which goes with the verb estar. So this is what I mean about being aware of what goes with estar. Okay, know your to-be's in Spanish. Is it a permanent situation, or is it to express how you're feeling? Estar harto, to be fed up. Fed up. Okay, this next one, nice for you. Celoso, which is jealous. Su marido es muy celoso. Es muy celoso. Her husband's very jealous. It's a nice word. Orgulloso, proud. We've seen that in other topics. Orgulloso, proud. Sensible, this is one of our fake friends, our false friends. It doesn't mean sensible, but sensitive, okay? Soy una persona muy sensible. I'm a very sensitive person. I am indeed sensible. So your false friend, remember that, it's an FF, false friend. It's actually sensitive. Yes, it is. Another one we've seen before is trabajador. Mi madre es muy trabajadora. Trabajador or trabajador? Hard working. Okay? It's what we aim to be. I'm writing it in Spanish again. Hard working. Hard working. Okay? This next one I like for you guys. Quejica. Quejica. It's hard to say. Quejica, which means a whiner. Someone is always moaning and whining about something. So a whiner. No es mi amigo porque es una quejica. Okay? She's not my friend because es muy quejica. It's a whiner. Okay? It's a moaner. Always moaning about something. Okay, gracioso we've seen, which is funny. Pago. Another negative one for you, mentiroso. Es una mentirosa. That's a song. Right. Mentiroso is a liar. Okay? Liar. No somos amigos. ¿Por qué? Es un mentiroso. It's a liar. And the nice one here, the opposite of mentiroso, well, it's not really the opposite, but kind of, Leal, which means loyal. Mi amigo es muy leal. Okay, he's very loyal. I can tell him anything. Okay, and he's trustworthy. De confiar. Okay, and vago, which is the same as perezoso. You perhaps you've probably come across perezoso more than vago, but it's the same. Perezoso and vago, lazy. Okay, so you're thinking, oh, there's another word for lazy. It's perezoso, and you've seen that also. Okay, let's jump over to our verbs. So that's done. Our verbs. First one, most important one to do with matrimonio es casarse. Casarse. Me caso. I'm getting married. Me caso. Me caso mañana. Tomorrow I'm getting married. Me caso. So it's a reflexive. So you know what you have to do with reflexive? You take off the R's and you put it at the front. Okay. So me caso is to get married. To get married. Oh. No me voy a casar. I am not going to get married. No me voy a casar. Okay, there you go. Next one. Tener hijos. Tener hijos is to have children. That's a nice easy one for you. You should remember that. To have children, because one of your key verbs, tener, to have. To have children. Maybe you don't want to have children. No quiero tener hijos. Encontrar. I like this word, to find. What can you find when you're talking about marriage or you're talking about relationships? You could find happiness, which is la felicidad. Encontrar la felicidad, okay, which is happiness. Or el amor. Encontrar el amor, to find love. Oh, isn't that just what everyone wants? Encontrar el amor? I think so. So to find is one of your keywords, and these you could combine. O la felicidad, el amor. Okay, to find happiness or love. Okay. Buscar is to look for. Maybe you're looking for felicidad. Buscar, estoy buscando mi felicidad. I'm looking for my happiness. I'm searching for it. So buscar is to look for or to search for. Okay, so to look for. Okay, I like that verb for you. One of your must-knows. And next, divorciarse. That's an easy one because it looks like the English word, doesn't it? Divorciarse, to get divorced. You might also use another another word that looks like the English, which is separarse, to separate, to get divorced as well. Yeah. Separarse or divorciarse, to divorce. So you've seen most of these, and this is a nice one that a lot of us often forget. Comprometerse, comprometerse, again it is a reflexive, to get engaged, to get engaged. When someone puts a ring on it, okay, comprometerse. Right, estar, again we use the verb estar a lot in this topic. Okay, estar juntos. Estar juntos, to be together. Okay, quiero estar juntos. Queremos estar juntos. We want to be together. Queremos estar juntos, to be together. To be together. We want to be together. Queremos estar juntos. Or maybe vivir juntos. Vivir juntos as well is a nice one, but you already know vivir, which is to live. So you could put that here as well. Vivir, which is to live, juntos, to live together. And that's another extra verb for you. Volverse loco. If we've been in love, we know this. To drive crazy. To drive crazy. Este chico me vuelve loca. That boy drives me crazy. Ese chico me vuelve loca. Okay, to drive someone crazy. Okay, and cambiar, change. We've seen this before, to change. And again, as I mentioned, with your estar enamorada, to be in love. Estar soltero, which is to be single. Estar comprometido o comprometida, to be engaged. Or estar casado o casada. Now, you will often hear in Spain people say, soy casado. Like, I am with the permanent state. Now, we normally teach it with the estar because people nowadays, we don't always stay married forever. But both verbs are actually correct when you're talking about marriage because you hear it a lot. And so that's debatable. Let's not get into Spanish people's fight, okay? Use whichever. But we normally teach estar, okay? Because it's not necessarily permanent for everyone. Okay, let's move on, my good people. Let's move on. Your sustantivos. You have boda, which is your wedding. Boda, la boda. Me voy a una boda. A wedding. I love weddings. A mí me encantan las bodas. Wedding. There you go. Matrimonio actually looks like the more formal way of saying marriage in English, which is matrimony. Sounds very formal, isn't it? And what the priest says, I join you in holy matrimony. Okay, matrimonio, marriage. Very good. We're going to go on a little bit quicker because the time is running out. Novio, boyfriend. Novia, girlfriend. It can also mean the bride or the groom. So if it's the O, obviously you're talking about the guy. If it ends in an A, you're talking about the girl. So boyfriend or girlfriend, groom or bride. Okay, so let's say bride and groom, because we already know this is novio, or this is boyfriend and girlfriend also. And pareja is your partner. It's my partner in crime. Okay, mi pareja. No tengo pareja. Okay, I don't have a partner. Okay, marido y esposo is the same. It means your hubby, your husband. And the opposite, esposa or mujer. Mujer is woman, but it's also wife. Esposa or mujer is the same word we use for wife. Okay? Nice one for you. Luna de miel. Now when you were doing food, you'd have seen miel, which means honey. So what does it mean? Honey. Luna is moon. You got it? That's right. Honeymoon. That's where you go after the wedding. On your honeymoon to somewhere exotic, I'm sure. Alma gemela is your soulmate. Your soulmate. That's a nice word to know. You might also hear media naranja, which is half orange. That's also another way to say someone's your soulmate. Es mi media naranja. Es mi alma gemela. My soulmate. Okay. Next one for you. Unión de hecho. Unión de hecho is a domestic partnership or cohabitation when you live with someone but you're not married. Okay? It's a good one for you. Unión de hecho. And the last one, which you absolutely need to know, especially when you're filling out paper, es el estado civil. So that's your marital status. Okay? These minimum that you need to know. Okay? I feel as though I'm always rushing vocab because it just takes so long to go through and you might get a little bit bored, but hold on. And at the end, don't switch off because there's going to be a very, very, very short listening. Okay? Right. Some nice expressions for you. Renunciar al amor. Renunciar al amor is to give up on love. Oh, it's so sad, don't do that. Renunciar al amor. Renunciar al amor, to give up on love. Relación de amor-odio. I love this expression because you can use it also in other topics, okay? To talk about not just love relationship, but maybe a love-hate relationship that you have with, I don't know, think about that for yourselves. Okay? Relación de amor-odio. A love-hate relationship. Okay? Maybe your dog and your cat have a love-hate relationship. I don't know. Okay, I love this. It's not really an expression, but you hear it a lot. Are you in a relationship? Es complicado. okay? Es complicado, it's complicated. Meaning you don't necessarily want to talk about it, okay? It's a little bit complicated. It's complicated, but I don't want to talk about that. Okay, I love this expression for you. Llevar en la sangre. Llevar en la sangre means to be in your blood, okay? Means it's in your genes, you know, that it comes out of you because lo llevas en la sangre, okay? La música la llevo en mi sangre porque hay muchos cantantes en mi familia. Ese es un ejemplo, ¿vale? It's not true. Okay, la familia es lo primero. That's a nice sentence. It's a lovely sentence for you. La familia es lo primero. Family is first. Okay? Get that one down. And your last one, romperle el corazón a alguien. Okay? Can you see that? Romperle el corazón a alguien. You can't see that one. Romperle a alguien el corazón. It means to break someone's heart. That's so sad. Romperle el corazón a alguien. To break someone's heart. Okay, so, me rompió el corazón y es por eso que ya no somos amigos. He broke my heart and that's why we're no longer friends. Okay, okay, right. Listen to what this person says about marriage and answer the questions. Okay?
Buenas. Acerca de mi opinión sobre el matrimonio, es un poco complicada, porque, bueno, yo tengo pareja, no estoy casado todavía, tengo 23 años y todavía no es momento de casarme. Considero que es difícil y que hay que tener la vida un poco resuelta para poder casarte, tener un trabajo estable y todas esas cosas antes que dar el paso. Por otro lado, por ejemplo, mis padres están divorciados y todo el tema de hacer papeles es un poco complicado, porque si no te pones de acuerdo se hace todo muy difícil. Entonces, mejor tenerlo claro y si al final no sale bien, porque puede no salir bien, tener claro cuál es la situación y cómo hacer para
I
que
hope
todo el
you've
mundo
taken
salga bien.
something positive away from this lesson, and until next time. And please do not forget to subscribe down below and let me know how you're getting on with your revision and your exams. Okay? Adiós, chicos.